Labour and the Conservatives have been spending millions of pounds over the last 6 weeks targeting people with online adverts in the hope of getting their vote on the 4th of July. This is what they've been spending the main parties on Meta, which owns Instagram and Facebook. This is online advertising. Labour way ahead, around £1.7 million compared to the Conservatives on nearly £1 million. It's a huge amount of money, though, especially if you compare it to the other parties and their share of spending. Other here actually refers to people like the Electoral Commission, so it's not political parties. We've got the Green, Lib Dem and Reform. Now, this is interesting. So there's more than one way to skin a cat online. It's a fraction of the spend. But this is when it doesn't come to spending money. This is organic interaction. The parties with the highest social interactions, so just putting a post out there, seeing how it does online. Reform way ahead here of Conservative Labour. Actually, Conservative neck and neck with Labour, which is surprisingly good compared to what we saw before. But Reform not necessarily paying any money for this. They're doing very well in terms of the online campaign. So that is from CrowdTangle, that data. And as well as understanding the sort of interactions there, on these little emojis there, that gives us a hint of what we're going to look at, because we can break this down by type of reaction too. So you've got your classic like over there. You've got a sad, we can understand that. Wow. Haha, angry, political parties probably don't want that. Care, we don't see much of that. And love, which we will talk about. And those sort of emojis here, we can analyse those to understand which is doing better. So the laughing emoji, we've actually ranked all the posts collected on CrowdTangle, that analysis of Facebook, and this is the post which has had the most laughs of the election. Rishi Sunak saying you don't have to go to university to succeed in life. Nearly 11,000 people reacting with a laughing emoji, and we're going to assume they're laughing at rather than laughing with, based on these sorts of comments. The most popular comments, true, marrying into a billionaire's family will do just fine. Same for this post too, talking about football, a tense finish, but they got the job done. Here you've got 1,400 people reacting with that laughing emoji. Again, the comments saying, did you watch the full game or leave early? A reference to what happened for those D-Day celebrations. Now, this isn't easy, though. It's really, really hard to cut through. This is a post from Ed Davey. You'd think this, more or less a campaign calibrated to appeal to social media. There's been lots of things like this. Still not as wet as Rishi Sunak. Pretty weak joke there. And it does only get 27 loves. Sadly, this is the face of most political posts. It is really, really hard to punch through. Labour does better. This is a very heartfelt post from the Labour leader, Keir Starmer. This is a post with the highest interactions, a lengthy message to his followers about his mum. Still, only around 2,000 people loved that post. So who is getting the most love online? Well, it is Nigel Farage. His post when he announced his candidacy is the most popular of the election. Nearly 12,000 people loved it. And this isn't an anomaly either. 16 of the top 20 most loved posts were from Nigel Farage. So Reform is getting the most interactions. Its leader is also getting the most love. It is a strong digital campaign without spending much money at all. Translating that into seats is another matter, though.